Episode 16 of Generation Dragon. Steve, may the fourth be with you, good sir. Happy Star
And
Wars
also
Day.
with you. Same to you. May the Schwartz be with you.
Also with you. Were we in church now, Steve?
I'm one with the Schwartz, and the Schwartz is with me.
Yeah. Oh, good day, good sir. How are you, man? How are you?
I'm all right. Good. On this lovely Star Wars day, my family's watching episode 3 right now in the other room. I'll let them have Anakin turn into a baby and go nuts, and I'll join them for the end of it.
Hey, relax. You know, that really builds up everything right there, good sir. That builds up. So actually talking about watching stuff, obviously in the Hodges house, we decided to watch Star Wars from the beginning. When we woke up first thing in the morning, I said to the kids, we're watching Star Wars. I don't care if you want to watch Octonauts or some other children's show, we're watching Star Wars. So we watched Star Wars Resistance. And then this evening I put on the Bad Batch. I didn't realize it's an hour long, man. Hour and 12 minutes.
I know. I was going to watch it today.
Yeah.
At lunchtime, I took lunch. I was going to watch it, and I popped it up. I'm like, oh, it's an hour. So I put the Simpsons one on instead.
3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I was in that same boat because I did that same thing because I was like, oh, I'll watch. Oh, I watched the Simpsons one, which was funny. You know what? Watching it makes me want to rewatch the Simpsons, or restart watching whatever. I forget.
I want to see the Family Guy ones. You know, Blue Harvest and all those.
Yeah. Those were good ones.
A little bit mature for the kids. They're getting older now, so they can probably handle it. But there's nothing too bad except some swearing.
Oh,
some references that
dude, you got to remember, your youngest is on TikTok. She is watching.
I'm sure
things way worse than The Simpsons or Family Guy. I mean, you could probably bust out South Park and be okay. You might feel uncomfortable watching with it, but I started watching Simpsons when I was, Elena's age, if not younger, probably younger actually.
Same here. I was probably pre-grade 7, maybe grade 7 or 8 at the latest, just because it was starting around then at my age. But
sidetracked again. We always get sidetracked. That's
we do. Let's get back on the Star Wars and
Star Wars
and all that crap.
So good, sir. Star Wars. And then that's it. The Bad Batch. The first 10 minutes of it.
Was it Clone Team 99 or something? If I remember. From Clone Wars.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and it's cool because they tie it in. I mean, I only watched the first 10 minutes of it, and the first 10 minutes I was like, "Oh, there's Order 66." There's
perfect timing to start.
There's a tie-in to other Star Wars TV shows. I just and then I was like, okay, this is.
You had a nerdgasm, did you? Hear just all about it.
It's pretty much what it is. But then I was like, there's just. I can't watch this with. I could watch it with Maddie. Maddie would probably be okay, but it was 5 o'clock.
We should have done like a Star Wars and chill night.
Yeah, we could have done that. Yeah, Star Wars and chill.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yeah, you know what? I should actually before we go too deep. Hey, everyone! Thanks again for listening to us and watching us on the goodness that is YouTube and or your podcast playing preferences. So thank you again for listening and watching us. I just wanted to give that shout out because everyone who has joined and listened to us, it's much appreciated. So anywho, Steve, yes. Okay, Star Wars. As you're rocking the sweet shirt, I'm rocking the sweet shirt. I like your background. I like my background.
Yeah. Love your R2D2 360. I've always wanted one of those. Love that you displayed the games. For me, I went the other way. I went with toys. So I strung up a couple of toys from the ceiling, and we got the AT-AT over there, Grogu, BB-8, the nice. Big one. I can't think of who made it offhand. It's not Spin Master, it's Hero, I think. The Falcon over there on my turntable.
So, like, I reach over here, and I've got my old lightsaber, but nice. No batteries in it. So I was prepped for it, but I was bringing it to work. we had a meeting 9:30, and I was like, "Oh," everyone's like, "Oh, not everyone. A few people are like, oh, happy Star Wars Day, Clint. I like your background. This is awesome." Blah blah. And I was just like, "Thanks." So and then a couple of people were just like, "I've never watched any Star Wars," and I was like,
What?
What year is this?
So I was on. This kind of happened to me today. I was on a call today with a fellow TAM. So that's my role. For those that don't know what my job title is, it's technical account manager, or acronym TAM for short. Short. Long story short, I was on this call and we were waiting for the customer to show up, and I had just pinged my boss the picture of "May the Schwartz be with you," Star Wars Day, and he's like, "I've never actually seen that movie," meaning Spaceballs.
Oh, okay.
And I just said that to the other guy on the phone. He's like, "What?" And he's like, "I'm pinging him right now. How could you not have seen that movie?" So it's not as bad as not seeing Star Wars, but I was shocked that he's my age, someone
Yeah.
from that generation. He's a little bit younger, but had not seen that. I was just like, "What?"
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, I've watched Spaceballs
Kids
nowhere
love that.
as much as I've watched Star Wars, but I've watched Spaceballs. Like, man, we have our age gap there, but that's not like, even then, it's a good movie. It's a good kick. It's just funny to think of, like, you get Star Wars, you get Spaceballs, and then you get like the Family Guy piece, like the Family Guy episodes that are very similar to that, right? Like it's good. There's good
Yeah.
crossovers. Good crossover.
By the
Talking
way,
about
just to come
crossovers.
back to the shirt really quick. I know you probably can't read it, but
Oh, Banff, Canada. Yeah.
"May the forest be with you" is what it says instead of the
May the
forest.
forest be with you.
Pun, a play on words there.
Good stuff. Good
But
stuff.
yeah. Anyway, you're saying crossovers.
I'm
Oh yeah,
rocking
let's
the
see.
Empire Strikes Back Japanese poster
Nice.
release. Yeah. Yeah, it was a
You
sweet
get that
shirt.
in Japan?
No, I got that at Entertainment Inc. here in the lovely city of Orleans, and the
No
lovely
kidding,
mall
eh?
of Place de l'Orléans. So
Place d'Orléans.
shout out to Ben and Murray, if you guys are watching or listening. Thanks, guys. Anywho, yeah. So back to Star Wars, and you, as everyone
Crossover.
knows, crossovers. Yeah, TV shows crossover. You know what though? Okay, so did you watch the Maggie?
I did.
Okay.
It was like
Did you?
3 minutes, so
Yeah. Did you? I like the Seven Dwarfs reference. All the Seven Dwarfs holding up. You didn't see that?
Oh yeah. So I have to admit, I was a little distracted while watching it, doing some emails. So I was doing one of these and then coming back.
Okay.
So I'll probably rewatch it with the kids later, because I know they caught it a little bit, and they're like, "Oh, I want to see that."
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. It was pretty good kicks. Good kicks.
I'm really looking forward to the Bad Batch.
Yeah. No, I want to. That's the one thing, right? Like, it's an hour and 12 minutes, so I'll watch it. It's definitely a show I want to watch all the time. I like the way what they did. I'm excited to see what more, if they do more on the animated side for Star Wars stuff in Disney Plus. But hey, man, I so far, the movies have been kind of. We won't go too deep into the movies right today, or maybe right now, maybe a little bit later. But the way they've done TV shows, and even, like, I didn't mind Solo. I really liked Rogue One. I think Rogue One was probably the best of the Disney movies.
Of the Disney movies, I'd agree.
Yeah.
It's
But
still up there for me, even against the other movies with Lucasfilms.
yeah,
But yeah, I just love that it took a different role. There was really no Jedis and all that, which I thought, like, what the hell at first. But they did it, and it was a dark ending, and they played it right up into episode 4. I thought it was really
yeah. It was a good movie to build of what the ending was going to be. Everyone knew.
you did.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, that was cool that they did that.
I thought they might rewrite it, or not rewrite, but like have something where someone
one of them survive.
yeah, something like that. But no, they just killed them all, and I was like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Here's Steve. Spoilers alert for anyone that's listening if you haven't watched Bad Batch yet. But did you watch Rebels and you watch Resistance? So hint, somebody from Rebels shows up.
Kanan?
Maybe.
It's Kanan. I knew it. Yeah, he's my favorite
Maybe.
character from that show. So I thought Ezra was going to grow to be my favorite character, and I thought he was going to go dark, but they never pursued that any further. I think they finished it before they could develop him.
Yeah, and you know what though? I think what they've done, and if you look at the broader Disney slash Star Wars slash Marvel and the way they approach everything, he'll come back. He'll be back. He'll be back. You won't even notice he'll be back in, I give it 2 or 3 years. He'll be back in some form somewhere where he's referenced and or actually in it, right? So like that's just what they do.
I think
If you
I
think,
like his lightsaber the best of all the lightsabers. I'm like, why didn't someone think of that before to make it a gun and
yeah,
a saber? But I guess it's for civilized times, right? To have a saber, not a gun.
yep, that's it, Steve.
We're
You got to
civilized.
remember, in a long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, not the near future, like your crappy Star Trek. He doesn't have a day
Oh,
for
ouch.
itself.
No. I don't want to blow Star Wars out of the water with some Star Trek references on Star
Yeah,
Wars Day. So,
yeah, but like I said, Steve, there's no Star Trek Day. You gotta remember that. Just remember, there's no Star Trek Day. Okay,
or actually is.
every day is Star Trek Day.
I'll take that.
So we were talking. So we were talking, Steve. We were talking, and we want to talk about the best video games. As you know, you and I are freaking, knee deep, neck deep, balls deep, whatever you want to say in video games. So I know we've played a lot of video games in the day. So I know I think we want to do our top games that we've Star Wars games.
Star Wars,
yeah, top Star Wars games, right? So like if we talk about top Star Wars games, so I don't want to miss out on like the old oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank here, but the green graph X-Wing game that was on arcade back in the 70s and 80s, I guess it was, right? Or like Super
X-Wing, I think it was, and then
no, what was the one for Super Nintendo? Oh my goodness, I
there's a
feel
bunch for Super
ashamed.
Nintendo. There's like Empire Strikes Back. There's Star Wars. I don't remember if there was a flight one. I'm trying to remember.
So we've got Super Star Wars. That's right. That's the one I was thinking
That's
of. But yeah, so let's just talk more recent games, right? See if like, I mean, I know we talk retro and stuff like that, but we've got Super Empire Strike Back, we've got Super Return of the Jedi, there's Super Star Wars. There's a lot of super-esque Star Wars games. There were a lot of side-scrolling games and stuff like that, which at the time were excellent games. And I'm not gonna lie, right? But you can agree, you can disagree, but for me, the most impactful games were 3D Star Wars games that came out in and around the time of is probably what 97, 98, 99, in that time frame where you've got games like X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, you've got
so I played a lot of that back in the day.
Phantom Menace, the tie-in Phantom Menace game, which wasn't too bad. You got Jedi Outcast
I
and so
liked
on.
N64 Pod Racer. Jedi Outcast blew me away. The game, the first time I played a game like that.
So and that's it, right? Like, and that's the thing. That's what I think we should talk about, right? Is the stuff that is more recent in memory. So we'll go 3D in life. So
for me, and I know you see it on the list there because it's bar none my favorite Star Wars game ever made, and that'd be Knights of the Old Republic. I just
KOTOR,
yeah. On the Xbox, I was just taken by that game, and then KOTOR 2 was just even more of that. It was well written, well done.
Oh yeah, as you can see behind me here. You know what though? Like it really, and it's cool because you find out with KOTOR and KOTOR 2, like they're talking about a potential sequel that's coming from it, which would be awesome. But you know what? Let's go. What do you think? Let's go top 10. What's our top 10 Star Wars games?
Okay, KOTOR has to be number one for me. What do you think?
Wow, Steve, when we do top 10, we go from 10 down
All
to
right,
1.
10 from the bottom. So this makes it a little harder for me, but since I hadn't thought about it too much, but if I had to have it up there, I'd probably say X-Wing versus TIE Fighter on the old PC back in the late 90s.
Right. Okay.
It was good, and it was the first time I really online played much besides Quake or Doom or something.
Right.
So
Right. No, that's a good number 10. So to me for number 10, yeah, I would probably put that. I don't know if I'd put Squadrons in number 10. The new most recent one for Xbox.
I
It's
haven't
very
played it enough. So
no.
I played it,
Dude,
and then
you got
I
that
just
Game Pass
fell out of it.
Ultimate with EA
I already
Play.
own the
Yeah.
game. I bought it. I just have
Yeah,
to
me too. Yeah.
play it. So
It's right there. It's that one right there. But yeah, no, I hear you. No, I get that.
physical
I mean,
copy. Way to go.
yeah, that's exactly it. No, but so you're right. I mean, uh, I think for me, top 10 would be, yeah, I would agree with you on those ones. Like I look at that and Squadrons in the same window as the same
Mhm.
grouping. I mean, I wouldn't put Rogue Squadron for GameCube or Rogue Squadron for N64.
So
Yeah.
just added to the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, and I think X-Wing, I think there's two of them if I remember right.
Correct, yeah.
I was one of the first games I ever actually committed to using a flight stick with.
Ooh. Yeah, but
So
you
that
were
was
used to playing with
kinda tough.
sticks, right? So
Yeah, I can't deny that one, especially
No,
at that
sure.
age and that time of my life.
Sorry, I had to take that. I had to take that one. No, yeah, no, it's true though. Like that would have been so. I played the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter a bit
Mhm.
when it came out.
You've been
Not
pretty young
much.
back then.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a couple buddies who had decent PCs that I was able to kind of, or I say buddies, but their family, dads, mums, and dads had good PCs at the time, so it was good. I mean, I liked it. So yeah, 10 top. That's number 10.
All right.
Number
Number
9.
9, I got something in mind. What do you have?
Yeah, me too. So for me, number 9 is Lego games.
I was going to say that.
I like the Lego games. I think
It's,
that I think that it's cool that they introduce all those characters that you can play as and or like you just see built out of Lego. I like the way that I like how you can go in and you can play with the family, right? It's a family game. You can
Like,
go and
that's
jump
what the
in with
kids were playing
kids.
today after they were done school. They jumped into whatever Lego Star Wars games. There's so many of them. But yeah, they were loving it and playing it. All right, so we both definitely agree on that.
Yep.
Number 8, I already have something in mind too. But do you want to go first?
No, you go. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Disney Infinity.
Oh, I never even thought about putting that on number 8.
Reason I say that is it kind of similar gameplay, just hack and slash, and to Lego, except you're not building. It's simple. Kids can pop in, pop out. We had all the collectibles, so it gave us something to look forward to. You would grab a piece every now and again and build them. Kids like building them up, and they loved that they could share it and keep building that same character up. So we did with the Disney Infinity. You know, there's a whole bunch of other franchises in it, but I really tried to get a lot of the Star Wars ones just because they're Star Wars and
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, I get that. I get that. That's fair, but that's kind of like that. That's a little bit of a cheat, Steve, because Disney Infinity is Disney Infinity. That's like saying
okay, fine.
I love amiibos for
But
Yoshi's Woolly World, but
okay, I'll give you that
I
because you
don't-
can change the game.
Oh yeah,
But
no,
I'm still sticking with it for my
yeah, that's
choice. What
fair.
do you pick?
That's fair. That's fair. So to me, it's Battlefront. Um,
Hmm.
this Battlefront. So
Number 2.
so Battlefront, not Battlefront 1 or 2, but Battlefront 2 of the Xbox One PS4 generation, right? So the one EA's Battlefront. I think that's probably my number. What are we? Number 8? Yes, that's my
8,
number
yeah.
8. Yeah. Battlefront 2, I loved the story. I loved I really enjoyed the story from the guys at EA, what they did over in comparison from Battlefront 1, where it was online only. Battlefront 2
Yeah, I did
for
not like that.
they had the story, which was decent. I enjoyed that. I think it was written really well. I know some people may have other inputs on the way the story went, but I really enjoyed it. And then the support that they've had for it since on the online piece. Introducing, you had like Fit, you could play as Finn, you could play as Ray, like, you know what I mean? Like introducing all the other characters. There's a lot of good, strong support. And then being able to do the battles of the day back in the day. So that's my number 8
I like
for Star Wars
that you
games.
could be a hero, but it was so hard to get to be someone like Luke or Darth Vader. All right, so I got one for number 7. What do you got?
Number 7. Number 7. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I didn't even create a number 7 place. So for me, number 7 is probably the Rogue Squadron series. So Rogue Squadron on the N64, Rogue Squadron 2, so Rogue Leader, and then Rebel Strike, Rogue Squadron 3 on the GameCube. Those 3 games are probably my number 7. And
so I disagree, but only because I wanted to push it up higher on the list.
Okay. That's fine. That's why we have our top 10s, friend. That's what we got to agree to disagree, or agree or not agree, or disagree and disagree. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I put those one at number 7 because as much as I like flight sims, and Rebel Strike was a little bit different. The number 3, no, the third of the Rogue Squadron games.
Mm-hmm.
That one was probably, if I didn't include it as a 3, I'd probably put that outside of the top 10. But like if I take the 1 and 2, I like that you could replay the battles. Excuse me. I liked the controls were good. Gameplay was nice. It still looks okay if you're running it on a GameCube on a CRT TV.
Yeah, that's how I remember it best. I did play the other ones, but the one that sticks out in my mind is the GameCube version.
Yeah.
Simply, the GameCube didn't have a whole whack of games either compared to the other systems, especially early on.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Good one for me.
Yeah.
For my number 7, I'm going to say N64 Episode 1 Lego Racer or Pod Racer. I don't remember what it was called, but
yeah.
So I played the crap out of that one a lot. The same thing. There wasn't a whole lot of games that I liked on the N64 besides Zelda and whatnot. But yeah, that game was a good one for me.
Oh man. Now all the memories are coming back. So I've got that, but there's also the Dreamcast and PS2 Battle Twisted Metal Star Wars game is more or less what it is. Do you remember that? No, it's Star Wars, dude, but it's Twisted Metal style. Like it's Battle Royale, but Star Wars.
Remember that game?
No? Okay. Yeah. I have it. Star Wars Dreamcast. Okay. It is Racer. Demolition, man. Star Wars Demolition.
Yeah, I remember that now. I even have the game.
Yeah.
When you said Twisted Metal, I was thinking like skins in a Twisted Metal game or something.
No. Star Wars Demolition. That was, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck what I just said. Sorry, language. My bad. But Demolition is my number 7, man. That was the bomb. There's also Super Bombad Racing. Did you remember that one?
Yep.
So I remember seeing it in a Dreamcast magazine back in the day. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy that. Never did. So luckily enough, I was able to find it on PS2 because they made more PS2 games than Dreamcast games. But oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Right. So yes, no, so I get you.
Number 7.
Number 7 is Demolition. So I like your eraser. I agree. I mean, I bought the remake or the HD version of it on my Switch, and I occasionally jump in and try to get past one level. Like that's just what happens. But yeah. Steve, number 6. What's yours? Let's see.
I might put Rogue Squadron there. Now we're starting to get into like the games that I really like after this. Not that I don't like the others, but there's at least 4 games I can think of right away that was awesome. So I'm gonna say Rogue Squadron for 6 for me.
Okay. So Rogue Squadron GameCube, Rogue Squadron
GC,
number 1.
GameCube.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one.
I get that. I hear you on that one. I mean, so To me, for number one is probably Star Wars. Is it Power Battles? That might have been the name of it. It was the Phantom
Like the
Menace.
kart game, if I remember, with PS1.
I'm gonna have to Google it. I don't remember the exact name, but it was the Phantom Menace game that came out around the Phantom Menace. It was more or less a PC game. I think they did it for consoles, but it was more PC. I'm just gonna look at it right now, but it was just cool because it was exactly the way. Yeah, no, that's right. It's Power Battles. It's definitely that. Or did they make a Phantom Menace? Anywho, it was a. My number 6 is probably the Star Wars game that's tied in with Phantom Menace. So it's either Power Battles that came out or a Phantom Menace game, which I'm going to check right now. PC. Yep. As I get used to my keyboard, PC game. I want to make sure I got the right name. No, it was called the Phantom Menace. Okay, yes, the PC. Yeah, Phantom Menace. PC Phantom Menace. If people want to see, I'm going to share this one image here. You can share. Yeah, all participants. Yeah.
Okay. You'd have to share your desktop to do it, wouldn't you?
That's okay. Screen number 2. This is the bad boy that I'm talking about. This lovely PC game back in the day. So can you see what I'm looking at, Steve? Can you see the goodness? Oh, I got to hit share. Hold on here. I'm going to go to Google. There you go. Do you see that goodness? That's that was the good stuff back in the day. So anywho, Steve, that's my number 6. Back at you, Steve. Back at you.
Dark Forces.
Dark Forces. That's
Star Wars Dark Forces PC game. It's in the vein of a first-person shooter. So think of Quake or Doom.
Yes. Okay.
So I like that style of game back then.
Yeah.
And if that it was a Star Wars theme, I was like, yeah. So I really like that game a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I get that. I do remember that.
That would have been number 5 on the list, I believe.
Number 5. This is the one you put at number 5, Steve. I'm gonna drive out to Russell and slap you in the face, good sir. There are so many better games than that.
I would disagree with you on the SNES ones.
No, I get the SNES, but like we're at number 5. So let's see. We've got Jedi Outcast 2. We've got Jedi
I would call them
Fallen
Republic
Order,
Commando.
Yeah, Republic
A
Commando,
really awesome one.
And KOTOR 1 and 2.
We're getting there.
So I get it. I mean, my number 5 is probably Republic Commando. Till line
good number 5.
And then I'm only taking Republic Commando as number 5 because of the I'm not Jedi like Outcast 1 and 2 or KOTOR 2 1 and 2. Like I'm keeping them separate. I know I didn't do that earlier, but I'm keeping them separate now. So yeah, Republic Commando.
So that'd be probably my number 4.
Squad-based game to an extent. Really cool thought of battling within, like leveraging the clones.
I would just love like having the helmet on and like seeing basically what they would see if they were playing. I kind of thought that was really neat. The gameplay was smooth and solid, if I remember.
Yes.
Right. But I enjoyed
it. Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's my number 5. That's your number 4. So I guess I will jump into my number 4. My number 4 is probably Fallen Order. No, let me take that back. Jedi Outcast 1 was probably my number 4. I really like the Jedi Outcast games. Again, like you were saying, that's the mid 90s first person shooter / slasher / I like the story that they went. I know it's not canon anymore, but I like the path they took with that game. I mean, I'm happy that they remade it. They HD'd it. however you want to say that. Well, yeah, I mean, I jump in occasionally on my Switch and just sit there and play that every once in a while. It's cool to see how they did the Jedi, the thought, like the gray, because he was a gray Jedi, right? Like he's good slash bad, like he doesn't know what he is, but he's still a Jedi. You know,
Yep.
he leans more
I just
good than he does bad, but he's a gray Jedi, right? Like kind of mixes the two. So I really like that one. That's my number
if I
4.
remember right, I think one of my favorite scenes in that or cinematic events was when he takes his lightsaber and jams it into the altar or whatever, the Jedi Council, and just leaves it there, walks away. And I was like, oh, that was cool. He's just like, screw you. You know. But yeah, his game. So my number, I guess I'm on 3.
No, you're number 4.
Am I on 4? I'm losing track. I think I just said my.
No, you said Republic Commander. So yeah, you're number 3. You're
Yeah,
number
so
3, yeah.
because my number 1, with now that I'm counting, you're right, I'm off by 1 number. So I'm going to give my number 1 as the honorable mention, since I already said it earlier. But my number 3 would be Force Unleashed, Star Wars Force Unleashed 2, if I had to pick between the two.
I forgot about Force Unleashed.
Right? Well, that's just it. I keep thinking of games that I haven't written down. I'm like, oh yeah, this game. That's what's thrown off my list.
Oh my God, Force Unleashed. Yes, Force Unleashed, but you know what? I like Force Unleashed 1 more than 2, so they improved on the controls and the gameplay of Force Unleashed 2 versus 1. But Force Unleashed was a much better story.
Agreed.
Than number 2. Oh my goodness, that was an excellent game. I'm so sad that's not canon. I'm so sad.
I know. Could you imagine having Star Killer in there and having a show about him?
But so, I mean, they kind of made Star Killer. Star Killer base.
The base.
Yeah, yep. Wow, I can't believe I just did that sound. Kathy's just upstairs and getting angry at me.
Probably cringing. What the heck?
Yes, I forgot. Oh my God. My number 3.
What would you say for 3? Yeah.
No, I gotta agree with you on that one. Yes, yeah.
Is that cat saying, don't make that sound?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I wish it was. It was so funny. Anywho, Steve. No, that's yes, number 3. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Steve. Go ahead.
All right. So number 2, and remember I'm off by 1 number, but
right.
Number 2 is going to be Jedi Outcast, I think. For me.
Okay.
Just it was the storyline was way off anything I ever would have expected. It kind of like blew me away. I expected more like I'm a Jedi trying to save everyone, kind of typical follow the hero. Didn't expect, like you were saying, this gray individual that kind of straddles the line of good and evil, and just I just really like the game. I can't say much more about it. Simply because he already said a lot, and I don't remember it that well. I just remember how it marked me in my mind. That it was just that good.
I hear.
So, what about you?
Number 3. That's what we're on. Number 3, right? Number 2. Number 3.
2.
Well, I'm probably. I mean, for the people who are listening and are watching, you may hate me for saying this, but you know what? I really liked Fallen Order. I really like Fallen Order.
Literally what my new number 1 is, because I miscounted. My real one isn't going to be that. So we're going to make this a top 10 list of 11.
Yeah, okay.
Just because we miscounted. But yeah, Fallen Order was awesome.
It was done so well. I'm glad. I really look forward to see what else Respawn might do on games for Fallen Order. It was great because it's canon, which is that's what I like. I like that. I like it's actually tied into the story of the greater universe. And I get it. Some people are gonna be sad and upset about the greater universe that was there and no longer is there, but whatever. But it's tied into the current universe.
Yeah.
And I mean, the gameplay was excellent. I liked the level of challenge that was there.
So the gameplay was awesome.
Yeah.
I love the story, like that. So Order 66 happens. You lose your master. You're just a Padawan, but you're so young that you kind of just fall into like a Joe job, and you drop all your Jedi training, and it takes a horrific event for you to get back into it and kind of forced back into being a Jedi.
Into the Force. Everything. Force back into the Force.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, but yeah, it just like the gameplay. The only thing I've seen close to that is Force Unleashed. You know, like it was just that good. Like when I was like crushing things or using like just even throwing my lightsaber and bringing it back and some of the moves, and it was just wicked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. I mean, to me, yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, and I'm thinking about like this. I'm just gonna go back and play it on my 4K TV and the 4K goodness that I've got. It was a very it was a good game. It was a really good game, and I liked that you could put it on, and it was kind of the escalating challenge, right? So like as you improve, things got harder, or you could put it as like an X level of challenge, and that's what you work off, which was cool. Like that. That's what I like with that. I know there's a technical term to it, but I don't remember what the technical term is. But yeah, man, I mean. It's probably that's
you froze for like 2 seconds.
Oh, that's all right, Steve. The people who are listening to us, you'll know what I'm saying. So, Fallen Order is definitely number 2. Number 1, Steve.
Well, number 1 would be KOTOR overall.
Yeah.
Like KOTOR 2 probably. So Knights of the Old Republic 2 probably beats it for number 1 for me, but not by a lot. They're both really, really good. Number 1, I think it was the big wow factor when I first started playing number 2, right in the beginning, so like you're dead. They bring you back, if I remember right. I could be getting this all wrong and mixing it with Mass Effect 2. So, but KOTOR anyway is my number 1.
Yep. Oh yeah, no, I would agree with you. KOTOR is probably the number 1 game. I mean, I'm super happy that they're talking about remakes or whatever the rumors are out there that they're doing a remake and or re-release and or sequel or whatever it is, right? So it'd be sweet because, like I said before, with the High Republic comics that are out right now, they could totally do a KOTOR game that's based in that universe, which is like then makes everything kosher. Well, I guess I shouldn't say kosher, but everything like canon, right? So
yeah.
KOTOR, yeah, 100%. I mean, I remember, and KOTOR is what, if you look at KOTOR, and then I mean, you could even, this is outside of Star Wars, but Jade Empire, these 2 games is what brought that conversational windows, right? The good, the evil, the impactful of like decision you pick is going to impact how everything goes. I mean, because I'm pretty sure if I recall correctly, KOTOR was out before Fable. Number 1.
That's a good question. They're pretty close.
But even that, but it's the same.
You're probably right. It's pretty darn close though.
Anyways, but that's it, man. That's July 15, 2013 was KOTOR, and Fable was 2013. Yeah, that's what I said. Fable September 14th, 2004. So a year later was KOTOR. It was Fable.
So yeah, man. 2004.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Star Wars games, they've always been there. As long as I can remember, there's always been a Star Wars game. Whether it was me playing a Star Wars game, probably back on the Atari. I don't even know if there was a Star Wars game. Yeah, there was. All the way through, right? NES had one.
SNES, Genesis, yeah.
PS1, yeah, all the way through. Star Wars has always been a staple in the video game industry, and it's hit and miss sometimes. Like I didn't really like the Star Wars RTS game that was on PC. I forget what it was called at this point, but I had that little kind of stint where I liked RTS games for a while and had nothing on StarCraft, but it was Star Wars, so I thought it was cool and played it. But yeah, can't get away from Star Wars, and I hope we never do.
No, I mean, it's an excellent. Empire at War. What do you talk about, Steve? That was an excellent RTS game. Not excellent. It was a good.
It was good. I think because it had the Star Wars logo, and a lot of the Star Wars or characters or ships or whatever is what really got me into it.
Okay. I mean, I didn't have a PC at the time, but I remember selling a shit ton of them at EB back in the day.
Really? I thought it was older than that.
No, man. No.
So we would have been selling that together.
Yeah, good sir. 2006.
Been that long.
15
years.
years ago, eh? Feel old yet, good sir? Feel old yet?
I felt old all week, actually, this week.
Yeah, I hear you. It's only Tuesday, friend. It's only Tuesday.
I know. So how much time do we got? Do we have time to talk about, I don't know, say toys, play sets, or something else, whatever you want?
Steve, we're already at 41 minutes right now, good sir. So I think we should probably give it a good call right now. Everybody, as usual, thank you for staying tuned either via audio, not that you could hear that, and or video. You could see this. For staying tuned to us, Steve and I banter about best Star Wars games, which, I mean, we are literally one in the same, Steve. I think Kathy would say that all the time, because I don't think we disagreed on too many games on our top 10 list of Star Wars games.
No, and we tend to all the time with each other. Forgot about that one.
Exactly. So, Steve, as always,
keep collecting.
Keep gaming.
Keep
safe.
Cheers.
I can't stop recording. Stop recording. Hold on, I'm gonna give a couple of minutes so I can stop the recording correctly. Stop recording. Blah.